What if you can bottle up summer? Sand, shells, sparkle, and all using just an empty Coke bottle. Today, I'm turning trash into pure beach magic. And trust me, you've never seen a DIY like this before. Keep watching. Hello, my YouTube people. How you doing today? So we're going to start with a plain Coke bottle and a funnel. We're going to take some regular old sand and start to pour it through the funnel so that it's in the bottle. Trust me, you want to use a funnel because you do not want sand going all over the place. You can also do this by mixing it all in a cup and then using the funnel to pour it in. It's probably going to be easier that way. Then I'm going to have some glitter and some beautiful little sequins here, and I'm going to pour it all in. I got this idea from a coastal magnolia. She makes something called mermaid trash, and it is so beautiful. She uses natural elements since she's right by the beach, and she just mixes it up into this beautiful mermaid magic. So the credit for this beautiful beach sand goes to a coastal magnolia. I'm mixing it all in the bottle, and then I'm giving it a good old shake just to see how it will form inside the bottle. Then I'm going to take some rocks, some decorative little stones and rocks and sea glass from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to mix it all in. We're going to use some crushed glass in green and in blue and the little decorative rocks just to make a pretty little mix. If you don't have a beach next to you like me, then you're resorted to using things from the Dollar Tree. But that's okay because we can still get a beautiful effect. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shake it all up. Now you can see here that it's kind of getting all jammed up. So you want to do this stage little by little. If you don't want to do it all in a cup and then pour it in, you want to do it little by little because you don't want it all to clump in one section. Now here I am with the Dollar Tree seashells, which are really cute if you don't have a beach next to you. These shells are really nice. Now you see it doesn't fit. So if it doesn't fit, don't worry about it. We're going to handle that later. Pour in the ones that do fit. But you might want to do this. Again, do this in small batches so that it all mixes in well. You do not want it to just get clumped up in the top. You want it to be all throughout the bottle. Give it a good shake and make sure that it is all meshing well so that you get all of the pretty elements inside the bottle. I am using crystal glitter. I am using decorative filler glass. I'm using all of these things to make this really sparkle. Now the sea glass pieces, use the ones that just are small and fit in the bottle. You don't want to crush this up. You might want to use some gloves so that you don't get cut. We're going to put all of those pretty little pieces that we now have inside the bottle. See, now what I did here is that I poured it back into the cup because I noticed that it wasn't getting even coverage like I said before. So this is why I said make the mixture first. So then I had this gold glitter, and at first I just wanted to do this with essence of silver and blues, but then I said, well, let's try to throw a little bit of contrast in there. Guys, when I tell you this gold just brought out all of those other colors and just made it all the more magical, OMG, did this come out so beautiful. I gave the seashells and the sand a nice mix to prepare it to go back into the bottle. But this is what I don't want you to do, guys. So learn from me. It's better to just pour all of the sand mixture back into the cup because you don't want a jam up just like this. At first it was going in fine. Then it got jammed. So you don't want this to happen. So I suggest leaving all of the large pieces for last. And when you fill it in, you're going to want to fill in a little bit of sand with then some large pieces. A little bit of sand, some large pieces, like you're making a parfait. Because if you don't, then you're going to get jammed like I just showed you. And we don't want that. So then I generated this really pretty beach in a bottle label to cover up that Coke label, because that wasn't coming off. At first I thought it was a sticker, but it's not, but it's okay. We can cover it right up. I generated that art and it is available for download for you in the link below should you choose to want to download it and create this yourself. Then I took one of those little glass vials from Dollar Tree, and I wrote this little note that says love you forever, and I rolled it up to be placed inside that little vessel to then be placed inside the bottle. I really wanted this to have some authenticity with the whole message in the bottle thing, and I just think that it just pushed it over the edge, and I just love the way this came out. So when you have all of your mixture already in there, go ahead and throw some of your largest pieces in there just so they sit on the top, so that the message is clear that this is truly a beach in a bottle. Then I had this charm bracelet laying around that I really wasn't wearing, and it had seashells and ocean motifs. So I decided to place it on top of the bottle, and oh, it's so super cute the way it lies there. So now I'm getting ready to put my label on, and from my scrapbooking set I got the inker and my ink pad, and I wanted to go ink around the label only to give it that little bit of worn beach look. I just think that it's just so pretty and so organic, and I just love the effect that this had. If you don't have an ink pad or anything like that, you can just go around it with a marker, or even a crayon would do the trick if you go around it lightly. I went ahead and put some Elmer's glue right on the back of it just to get it prepared to be glued onto the bottle. And there it is. It covered up the Coke logo just fine. And wow, look at how pretty that looks already. Now this Coke bottle has a little bit of a weird angle when you turn it around, so it doesn't necessarily lie flat. Don't panic, there's an easy fix for that. So we're gonna lay it as flat as we can. Try to lay it as flat as we can. And then what I did is I wanted to take a piece of twine and just wrap it around the top there, just to give it that finished look. This is such a pretty piece of home decor. I am going to put this in my bathroom. I just love the way this looks. It looks organic, it looks pretty, it just looks, I just love the way this looks. This is really encompassing, for me, a beach in a bottle. And for me, who lives in the woods and in New York, I have a deep appreciation for the ocean when I can get there. Look at how cute that looks. I'm going to place the charm bracelet right on top and just let it organically hang there. I'm going to cut off the pieces of twine so that it doesn't constrict anything, and it just has that right touch. And I think that we are done. What do you guys think? I love this beach in the bottle. Shout out to A Coastal Magnolia for this mermaid trash. I hope you guys go check her out. I think that she's really onto something beautiful here. I just love the way this came out in this beach in a bottle. And if this is your first time here, my name is Maria. I go by A Talented Latina. If you find value in this video, please like, please subscribe, but please comment, guys. Send me those comments. Would you try this project? And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.